Students, how are you all? So, today we are starting a new chapter that is Adjectives Degrees of Comparison. This is chapter number 14. So, first we will start before discuss the degrees of comparison. We will discuss what is an adjective, right? So, you know about what is an adjective, but for a revision, let's discuss because without understanding what is adjective, we cannot move forward. Okay, so what is an adjective? An adjective is a word which describes or gives more information about a noun or a pronoun. Okay, so adjective is a describing word. It gives more information about a noun or pronoun. Okay, so for example, let me tell you, a girl is a noun, right? A girl, this girl is what? A noun. When I say the girl is beautiful, beautiful. Sorry, here which is the adjective? This beautiful is the adjective because it is giving us more information about the noun, or you can see it is describing this noun. It is telling something about this noun. It is saying that this girl is beautiful. So words like beautiful, big, small, thick, rich, all these words are what? All these words are adjectives which either tells about the quality or the quantity. Okay, so now we know what is adjective. Now we will move on to degrees of comparison. Now look at here. Degrees of comparison refer to adjectives written in different forms to compare one, two, or more nouns with each other. So we use degrees of comparison, okay, to compare two nouns or more than two nouns. Okay, to make comparison between things, we use degrees of comparison. Here what we do, we use different forms of adjectives to show the degrees of comparison. Okay, so let us understand with the help of examples. Okay, see the first example. There are 3 degrees of comparison. So we know that there are how many degrees of comparison? There are 3 degrees of comparison. Okay, so what are those? Positive, comparative, and superlative. The 3 degrees of comparison are positive, comparative, and superlative. Positive is the base form, means the base word, the original word. Like for your better understanding, see the example. Here we can see the picture of 3 planets. Which are these planets? First one is Mercury, second one is our Earth, and the last one is Jupiter. In the first sentence, you can see Mercury is a large planet. So, large is the original word. Then, Earth is larger than Mercury. Here we are comparing two things. Okay, so it's a degree, it's a comparative degree. Okay, next one. Jupiter is the largest planet of all. Here we are comparing it with more than two. We are comparing it with all. Okay, or at least with whatever planet is here, we are comparing with it also. Jupiter is largest planet of all. It is the largest of all planet. Here we are comparing it with all, right? So superlative degree. See now, the word large is in the positive degree. There is no comparison made in this degree. So when we use positive degree, that means here we are not comparing it with anything. Okay, next one. The word larger is in the comparative degree. There is a comparison between Mercury and Earth. So when we use comparative degree, that means we are comparing, but we are comparing between two things, not more than two things when we are using comparative degree. Okay, next. The word largest is in superlative degree. There is a comparison between more than two things. Jupiter is compared to Earth, Mercury, and all other planets. So, in the last one, that is the superlative degree, we use superlative degree to compare it with all or mm, more than two objects. When we are comparing with more than two noun, then it is superlative degree. Okay, when comparing two similar things, we use comparative adjectives followed by than. So with comparative degree we use than. Mercury is smaller than or larger than other planet, like this. Mercury is a Earth is larger than Mercury. Okay, so Earth is larger than Mercury. She is more beautiful than her. Okay, she is taller than her. So in all the sentences we are using this than, than, then. So after comparative degree we will use than. Okay, next one. When comparing two or more similar things, the definite article the is used before the superlative adjective. So this we have read in the last chapter also when we were discussing articles, that with superlative degree, before the superlative degree we will always use the definite article the. Kamal is the best girl, she is the tallest one, this way. Okay, so now I hope this much you have got clear idea. Now we are moving on. Let us see some rules for comparative and superlatives of adjective. How to change the forms. But these forms you cannot apply this rule for every words. Okay, for this you need to learn those words, learn the degrees of comparison. You will find this in junior classes book, so you should learn those. Yeah, this rule will help you, but you cannot apply this rule for all the words. There are irregular adjectives also. Okay, so you will not know, without learning the word you will not be able to know which are regular adjectives and which are irregular adjectives, right? So for this you need to learn those degrees of comparison. But let us discuss the rule so that you can make forms correctly. Okay, first one, adjectives that end with an e. Okay, like brave, we add r, and we to make comparative, and we add st to make superlative. So brave, the word is ending with e, so we are adding r to make it comparative. So braver, we are a ver. Then to make superlative we are using st, so bravest, we are a vest. So any word if it is ending with e, we will make it the changes this way. Okay, now next one, adjectives that end in a consonant and the consonant preceded by a vowel. So for a word that is ending with a consonant, that n is a consonant, but before that letter if there is a vowel like I is there in the word thin, so I is a vowel. For this to make comparative, what we will do, we will double the consonant and add ear to the adjective. So this consonant will double, so thinner, double n, and then we will add ear, so thinner. Then to make a superlative, we will double the consonant and we will add est. So thinnest. So this is the rule. So these rules also you should keep in mind to change the form correctly. If you know the words, you will be able to make it, and you should learn this, or at least keep this rule in your mind. Okay. Next one, more adjectives that end with an consonant. So let's see some more adjectives that end with a consonant. So rich. For some of these sentences, so these are ending with consonant, but before this consonant there is no vowel. So their rule is we can add er to it to make comparative, and we can add est to make superlative. Okay. Then adjectives that have two syllables and end with y. So two syllabic word like lovely, love and lee. So two syllable. So words which are which are having two syllables and the last letter is y. Okay, for this we change the y to I. Okay, and add er. So lovely will become lovelier, lovelier. And to make superlative, we will change y to I and we will add est, means iest. So it will become loveliest, loveliest, loveliest. Okay, and now the last one, adjective that have three or more than three syllables. So there are some adjectives which have three syllables or more than three syllables. This rule you should keep in. Means you have to remember this rule because it will be applicable in most of the cases. So three syllabic words like beautiful, beautiful. So how many syllables? Three. So for those words which have three syllables or more than three syllables, to make comparative degree, we will just add more before the word. So more beautiful. It will not become beautifuler, beautifulest. Wrong. Okay. So for three syllabic words, we will add more before the main word. So it will become more beautiful. And to make superlative, we will add most before that word. So it will become most beautiful. Difficult, difficult. Three syllables. More difficult, most difficult. Dangerous, dangerous. Three syllables. More dangerous, most dangerous. Is that clear? Now, there are some irregular adjectives where you cannot apply this rule. Means you will these rules will not be applicable for these words. They change totally. Okay, they change totally. So let us see. They don't become little or little less. No, like for example, little less, least, good, better, best. You can see the word have changed totally, not just form, but the word is changed in the degrees of comparison. These are irregular adjectives. Then bad, worse, worst, far, farther, farthest, many, more, most, this way. Okay, so I hope this much is clear. If you find any doubt, you can always ask. Okay. And now let's see some more adjectives. Let's read those adjectives. So sweet, sweeter, sweetest, young, younger, youngest, high, higher, highest, old, older, oldest. This way, most of these are similar. Then we have difficult, more difficult, most difficult, important, more important, most important, bad, worse, worst, much, much, and for ill also same comparative degree for the word ill. Then much, much, most, late, later, late, last, then good or well, better, best. So these are some of the degrees of comparison we read. You should read more, and if you have any doubt you can ask. Okay, so we are ending this video here. Thank you, students. Do watch the video.